Hey, don't my glasses look a little bit wibbly, wibbly wobbly. It's feeling a bit weird actually, thinking about social media and thinking about like the future for working or for growing, building something. And I suppose I'm coming to the realization that over the last couple of years, I've been delaying making certain decisions because I guess I didn't really have the confidence to think that it could work for me or that I was going to see the success that someone else might. And I think in that time, so many areas of my life have decreased in fulfillment. And I think that that's why I believe that we need to be resilient as people to not just commit to something, but to devote to something, even when it's not seemingly working or when there are opposing forces or other things that seem to be taking priority. To me, being devotional in the way I live my life is asking what God wants me to be now. Who am I being? Who do I get to be now? The less I'm focused externally on what other people are doing or aren't doing around me and in the world in general, the more I can hear what it is my soul actually wants to be doing. And I found myself asking today, making PowerPoints and looking for different kinds of work or, where am I going to go next? I was thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice just to have more than this, right? To have more clarity, have more devotion, more commitment to finding what feels aligned. Because I'm under no illusion that things won't come with consequences. But I'm a firm believer that there has to be more than is currently available in terms of what we can see. And I know that that's where kind of coming into our own practices really help. Like we're going for walks or meditating or anything that we do really regularly as people, we can notice the shifts and changes in how we are showing up in those places. And yeah, I think from my perspective anyway, all of those things weave together to create, that inner being, that inner seeing, that inner experience that resounds through all areas of life. As I listen to that area of my life grow and that inner voice, I suppose, being fine-tuned, like carefully cultivated, who it is I want to be, it comes through not just accepting aspects of myself, but also accepting what I have right now. And as much as I'd love that to not be like a physical thing, it really is. It's really based in and around what physical resources we have, what access to health we have, what relationships and community we have around us. And these are things that I'd really love to work on in myself, not just to improve for myself, but to improve for my community, to improve for the people in my life. That's why I love coaching. That's why I've read tarot cards. a degree of selfishness involved, but it makes me feel good to provide in that sense, in a way that I know that I'm able to provide something meaningful. And balancing that with how I've been operating in the world has been really challenging because it's not so stable. It takes a while to grow things quite naturally. It will take people time to trust you, to guide them through processes or to respect your perspective. And I don't agree with rushing those things, not for the sake of resources. So that's why I took a job in Vietnam a couple of years ago to go tutor. And in retrospect, it was a slave labor, like for my qualifications and the experiences that I have, even at that time, it was disgustingly badly paid. Um, with the expectation you give far more than you have in return for less than it allows you to develop. I think if you're at a certain stage, maybe, early to mid 20s, drinking a lot, partying a lot, that's probably a great environment for you to be in. But for someone a bit older who is ready to grow a business, grow themselves, everything I earned was being invested into my business or my growth or becoming a better coach, becoming a better person for the people in my life. Um, And there was not a lot of opportunity to grow that wasn't resulting in me losing mental capacity to show up for the community and to show up for myself. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm releasing the story that this has to be hard, like even if it takes time or many attempts and seasons that I focus on other areas of life, I am really committed to showing up online because I really believe that, you know, people's voices have found me when I really needed them. People who lived a life I really wanted to be living found me and gave me reason to focus in a different way and sometimes face lots of jealousy because I was like, seemingly they had everything I wanted, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in this situation, XYZ. I get it. I really do. And I actually think that that jealousy was the key to me giving myself more and maybe going after things in a different way. I don't know what my future looks like right now, but I wanted to share this because I think a lot of things are changing for a lot of people. AI and different ways of doing life. And I really believe that we have to have mental resilience and strength to trust our soul and trust our knowing that we can find ways to bring our art to life, bring our passion to life, and make money and provide for our family and friends and community in a way that feels authentic. I believe in the more. There has to be more. Has to be more than, some of the narratives we see in the media today. So, with that being said, I might try and commit to coming in here specific times in a week or multiple times in a week. But I know that today is the new moon. My side, whenever you might watch this, happy new moon from July 2026. Maybe just future me, who knows? But yeah, wishing you a beautiful season of planting your seeds. All unfolds in the perfect way. And so it is. Love you. Keep shining. See you again.